You'll find that teachers truly appreciate having a JA volunteer come to their class, especially because the JA curriculum aligns with state standards in all 50 states. And although you are primarily responsible for the program presentation, the teacher's involvement is crucial.
My first experience communicating with a teacher was a little tough for me because it took a while to get in contact. I sent an email and gave a couple calls, and it took a little more than a day for the teacher to get back to me, and I wasn't sure what was going on. But once the teacher did get in contact with me, I realized that they were appreciative of the JA program and so forth, and it was just a matter of them not being behind a desk all day.
When Junior Achievement volunteers do arrive on campus, it's essential for them to go to the main office first and generally find out where they need to go to sign in.
Most public inner-city high schools are large campuses and sometimes can be just a little bit difficult navigating. However, that said, there's always a main office. One of the ways that we make volunteers more comfortable coming into the classroom is first to sit down with them. Let them see what this environment is like, and let them see the students that they'll be interacting with.
It's important that I sit down with a teacher and have them tell me exactly what it is they experience each and every day, so that I can make sure that when I show up in classroom, I have a broad perspective to bring value in that class. I can't do it without the teachers. They're unbelievable.
Also, keep in mind, not all schools are created equal. Your school may or may not have the supplies you are expecting, so be sure and check ahead of time.
When a volunteer enters a classroom, you never know exactly what you're going to find. The more often you volunteer, the better prepared you are, because you've run into certain circumstances where maybe the classroom didn't have all of the materials that you needed. But the great thing about the JA program is that it's very flexible. And as a volunteer, you can be very flexible. You don't have to teach exactly according to the manual. You can adjust and take the program in a slightly different direction. Or if for some reason there aren't thumbtacks or magnets or some other piece of equipment that you wish you had, you can do without. You can work around it. I've never found a situation where that was difficult, and teachers are always very helpful in trying to find what you need to make your presentation as smooth as possible. Really getting in the classroom, once the teaching starts, that's when the fun begins for the volunteer and the kids, and all those other issues go away very quickly.
It's a good idea for the teachers to stay in the classroom, because although the volunteers are doing their best and they're excited about their lesson, I think it's nice that the teacher can be there to support the volunteers with classroom management, maybe some organization, things like that.
I think the teacher needs to be in the classroom. It's their classroom, and I think they need to be the person in charge. It's their classroom management. I think they need to establish that with the students. I think I've always viewed the volunteer as a guest. They're a guest in my classroom, and I want my students to treat them accordingly.
Once the volunteer comes into the classroom, I've introduced them. The students have welcomed them. It is important for me now to step back, to observe. Now, that said, I have a professional responsibility. I can't just watch things go sideways.
Remember, you are in a school, and the business of the school day progresses whether a volunteer is there or not.
How long do they usually take? 10 minutes?
Yes, things happen, like fire drills, weather-related changes, or cancellations. Ask your JA staff about how to handle the types of things that could interrupt a classroom schedule in your area.